sila ang unang naniwala sa ating mga pangarap. Ito ang unang utos na may kalakip na pangako. Isang paalala mula sa INCRadio.
This is INCRadio, DCEM 954, the voice of truth, the official radio station of the Church of Christ or Iglesia ni Cristo.
Good afternoon, and good evening to all of our listeners and viewers here on INCRadio Micronesia. My name is Sister Randy Reyes from the local congregation of Machanao, and today we have a very special topic prepared for our last broadcast of the year. And with us, we have some very special guests. But before we get into introducing them, I would like to first introduce our crew member who is joining us this evening.
Yes, thank you, Sister Randy. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to all those tuning in. I'm Sister Anne from the local of Machanao, and I will be Sister Randy's co-host for the evening, and we're super excited to hear what our guests have to say about this week's topic.
And as we dive into our topic this evening, the title of our broadcast today is Recap of Micronesia's Activity of the Year. So before we discuss all of the major activities for the year and our favorite moments that have happened, we will first introduce our guests, starting with Brother Louis.
Thank you, Sister Randy and Sister Anne. Hello, everyone. My name is Brother Louis Laxina. I am the choir leader of the local congregation of Machanao. I am also a TSV officer.
Hi, everyone. My name is Brother Lawrence De Leon. I'm from the locale of Mangilaw. I am the acting choir leader, and I am the CEBSI chairperson. And that's around it, yes.
Thank you, brothers. As we dive into our discussion, as we reflect on the activities that we've had this year, I know there were so many that we've had, and we can't just name everything all in this one broadcast. I'm sure it might take up the time of the broadcast, right? So I just wanted to ask, starting with Brother Lawrence, can you share with everyone the activities you remember just from this past year alone?
The two biggest ones that I really remember were the CWS Fun Fair. I think that one was really nice, and also the district's 9th anniversary. That was also like really big and very nice too. Yeah.
Yes, I agree as well. That was also the two activities I had in my head, and also we all had a part in it, right? Yes. We didn't even just have to be a CWS officer for the CWS Fun Fair. In any organization or office you're in, right? We all had a part in any activity, right? Mm-hmm. So I just think that, with the activities, there's always, we always have our own parts in it, even if we're not really in that specific organization, right? So I think like with everyone helping it, that's what makes it, memorable, right? So I just also wanted to ask Kuya Louis, what were some activities that you can remember that you can share with everyone just from this year?
From this year, Sister Randy, as we all know, we always have so many activities, but one that really sticks out to me was the U.S.-wide choir special gathering in Dallas, Texas. That was one for the books, for sure.
Yes, I think all of four of us, right, can relate here because we're all choir members, and especially the three of you because you were there in Texas, right? And this
together.
Actually also ties into our question number 2, right, which is what's an activity this year that has been a highlight for you? So I'm sure Kuya Louis has already answered that question for us, but I just wanted to ask, let's ask our crew member at the end, can you share, a little bit more like what about that activity? The choir special gathering in Texas, what about it like stood out to you most? Why was it such a highlight or memorable moment for the choir members especially?
I think like what Kuya Louis mentioned, that it was an international activity, right? Not only were we able to see choir members from our region, but it was also mentioned in the activity actually that they asked who was the ones who traveled the farthest, and they were like Micronesia. So I think that was really memorable for us because we're like we really it was a lot of sacrifice, but it's because it's something that we really wanted to do because it was a once in a lifetime activity. So I think that's why it was all the more special for all of us to experience it together, and also not only that, but the activity, we also got to have spiritual advice from the church administration themselves. So that was something that was really special about the activity.
Yes, and I know even in the activity, you guys were able to see like familiar faces, right? Not even just choir members from like different districts, but especially as yourself, right? Because you've been to multiple districts, and even Kuya Louie, right? You've seen many familiar faces, even those who used to be in the same district as us, right? So I know that it was also like a reunion type kind of thing. So I think that's really fun because it's like even if it was for choir members, there was so many other brethren that we saw and met, and not just familiar faces, but we also met new people, right? So I think that's really like those kinds of activities really connect everyone in some kind of way. So as we continue like talking about reconnection and meeting new or familiar faces, I wanted to ask Kuya Louie, why do you believe it's crucial to have events such as these?
Events like that, Sister Randy, one, it builds camaraderie. It builds the love of the brotherhood. So that we're always thankful that the church administration always approves activities like this. It helps us grow together and strengthen our faith, most especially.
Mm-hmm. Yes, I agree because there's just you don't know when you're gonna have another opportunity like that, right? Especially like again, we're the farthest district from a lot of other places, a lot of other countries. So to really have that and to really be there and experience it, so we're so thankful that you guys were there to experience it for us, and we got to live it through you, right? So and we're so thankful, and it really felt like we were also part of it, even if there was some that weren't there. So it really just even if we weren't physically there with like with you guys, we felt like we were also there because you also sent pictures, you were telling us how everything was. So I think that's what really helps us connect, and again the camaraderie with everyone. So how about you, Brother Lawrence? Why do you believe that it's crucial to have activities like these?
Louis said a lot of it, but I know it's really a time to bond. It's really a time to strengthen our faith. And these activities are really catered in unity, strengthening our faith, and also building the relationship between the brethren. That's where I meet a lot of my friends here in Church of Christ through these activities. And there are so many different types of activities that it's almost impossible to not make any friends.
Mm-hmm. Yes, I know. I remember even like when we would have activities online, right? I think I've met so many new brethren like through our online activities, and we've even become friends like online because we've shared like social media. And I think if I can even share like with at the end, right? We were friends like online first because you were in Saipan, and then when you moved to Guam, it felt like we've been friends for a long time. So I think like with things like that, and especially when you continue to build that communication with each other, right? And you continue to keep it in touch, it will continue to build that relationship with each other. And it'll just feel like even after a long time you haven't seen each other, like in the choir special gathering, right? It's like you only just saw them yesterday, right? Because you started from where you left off. So I just wanted to ask, like, as we're talking about activities and all of these things that why they're so vital, right? At the end, what future activities are you looking forward to, or you would like to see in the future?
I think for me, I really want to do something like very artsy because I'm into doing like anything that like ignites your creative side. So I hope we could do like something like paint. Like I wrote this down, like paint and drinking boba at the same time. I think like if there's like someone in the district who knows how to like paint or draw and could do like tutorials while we like make boba at the same time, I think that would be like a really fun activity.
Yeah, and I think that can also build like new hobbies for others, and maybe there's hidden skills for some brethren also. How about you, Kuya Louie? Like, what are future activities that you're looking forward or you would like to see in the upcoming year?
For me personally, Sister Randy, any district activities is always what I look forward to. For me, that because it bridges the gap between the distances between the locales, so we all come together, get to hang out and catch up with everyone. But back to what Sister Ann said, making bobas. That's another activity I want to do. Is for those who know me, I love to cook. So
yes,
if we can do cooking activities,
anything.
I'd be so grateful for that.
Yes, Kuya Louie is like a foodie.
He's our chef.
So if you have like questions, you can ask him.
Yeah.
If you need recommendations where to eat, you can ask him as well. Yeah, so Kuya Louie is like a big foodie, especially in our locale. We have a lot of foodies in
Yes,
the
there's
local
a
Machanao,
lot.
right? And also I know in the locale of Manila as well.
Yeah.
So I want to also ask you, Brother Lawrence, right, before we close off the discussion, what are some future activities that you would like to see in the new upcoming year?
Me personally, I'm a sports type of guy, and I also like to socialize. You know, to see faces, to see new
Yes.
faces, to also make new friends. You know, so I really like doing that, and especially with sports, I it's also another way to bond. That's how I make friends sometimes
Yes.
because of the friendly competition that's in there. But yeah, those are the two that I really look forward to, which I know it's gonna be there in the future.
Yeah, I know there's a lot also who are really into sports, and maybe we can even expand to like other sports, like not just basketball or volleyball. I know a lot of people these days are into like pickleball or like
Yes.
tennis, like those kinds of things, and even not just friendly competitions, like those kinds of things, like the unity games, right? Even like sports clinics, like I know those help a lot, and those also help. We can even find like brethren, they come out and they have like all of these skills, right? And I just want to share like one activity like I would want to see or have in the future is like flower arrangements.
Oh yeah.
Right, I know we were like talking about this, right? Like we saw like this
were
one
planning
activity and we're like, oh, we want to do this too, and then we kept like talking about it, and hopefully in the next year,
Yes.
like we will see this kinds of activities. So thank you so much to our guests and even to Ate Ann for sharing us your recap of the activities that we've held this year, not just in our district, but even throughout the world, like international activities and things like that. So with all of these memorable activities we had this year, we are just so excited for so many new activities that we will have in the upcoming new year. So as we continue with the topic of activities, we will now play a quick game with Ate Ann.
Yes, thank you, Sister Randy. So, as we mentioned, there's going to be a game time. So, Kuya Tech, what time is it? Yes, thank you, Kuya Tech. It is now game time, and the game for today is called Guess the Activity. So it kind of connects to our topic for the evening. So a series of photos from past events will appear on the screen, and the guests will have to guess which activity that was. So if we could have Kuya Tech pull up the first photo. Do you guys know which activity that is?
That is our locale on that photo. So
Yes.
I would like to say that would be the CWS Fun Fair.
Is it correct? What's the answer? Yes, correct. Good job, Louie. Okay, let's go move on to the next activity. Do you guys know or remember what the activity was? Or were you guys present during this one?
Brother Lawrence, I think you should be able to answer this one. It looks like you're a
Okay,
locale.
yeah, I think Lawrence.
Yeah, this is Manila's locale. This is the appreciation for Nurse Appreciation Day in Locale Manila.
Yes. Is that the correct answer, Cleveland? It is!
Oh, right.
Good job, guys. Okay, so I think we have a few more pictures. So, do you guys know? I think this is the last picture. Do you guys know this one? I think Louis should know this because that's our lead.
I might need help with this one, Sister Ann. I remember decorating for this.
Do you remember, Brother Lawrence, this activity?
You sure don't remember Brother Louis? I'm just joking. That's it. The number 9.
Yes, one of the ones that I think all of us really remembered. It was another highlight for the year. So that was our 9th anniversary for the District of Micronesia. Yeah, so thank you to our guests for playing with us. We hope that the viewers also played along with us. Now we're gonna move on and see what you guys have been seeing in the YouTube comments with Sister Marisol.
Hi, everyone. Thank you so much to everyone for watching and for commenting. We always love hearing from all of our listeners, and we always appreciate all the support that you give us here on INCRadio Micronesia, and we hope to see you again next week.
Thank you, Sister Marisol. Now we want to invite everyone to next week's broadcast, which will be on January 2nd, 2026 at 9:30 p.m. tomorrow Standard Time. So if you're curious about our topic for next week, come join us here on INCRadio, and we'll now have Sister Randy and do our end of the show greetings and thank you.
Yes, as we end our show, we will never forget to extend our thank yous to our beloved Executive Minister, Brother Eduardo V. Manalo, our Deputy Executive Minister, Brother Angelo Iranio Manalo.
Yes, thank you, Sister Randy. And we do have more greetings to our District Minister, Brother Jobin Cepilio Jr., and our Assistant District Minister, Brother Julius Malabanan, as well as our CFO Overseer, Brother Roger Manzanilla Jr., and our DMA Advisor, Brother Roger Villegas Jr., as well as our crew members in the island of Saipan, Sister Bam, Sister Jill, and Brother Matt. And in the island of Guam, we have Sister Arlene, Sister Faye, Sister Maricel, Sister Randy, Sister Gwen, Brother Randy, Brother Michael, Brother Sean, and Brother Jaw, as well as our station manager, Brother Wally Taray, and our executive producer, Brother Emmanuel Andaya.
Thank you, Sister Anne, and thank you everyone for joining us in our broadcast this evening. We want to say good night, Micronesia, and see you all again next year. Yay! Happy New Year, po!
Happy New Year!
Happy New Year!
See you next year!
Dear Brother Eduardo, my name is Brother Warwick Bernard Malloy, 53 years of age, of the local congregation of Kingston City in the Ecclesiastical District of Victoria, Australia.